Testing Good morning, one and all. I welcome all the participants in this national webinar on cyber security. Friends, cyber security plays an important role in information technology. Securing the information has become one of the biggest challenges in the present day. Whenever we think about cyber security, the first thing that comes to our mind is cyber crimes, which are increasingly day by day. Various government and non-government organizations, companies are taking measures in order to prevent these cyber crimes. Besides various measures, cyber security is still a very big issue. Taking into consideration all these issues, Dadapatil Rajale Arts Science Commerce College and its Department of Computer Science has decided to organize a healthy debate or discussion on this particular topic, and this particular seminar will focus on challenges faced by cybersecurity on the latest technology, and it also focuses on the latest about the cyber security techniques, ethics, and the trends in changing the face of cybersecurity. For this seminar, we have distinguished guests, and now I call upon Kandekar for the introductory speech. He will introduce the webinar and he will also throw light on the aims and objectives of this particular seminar.
Hello, good morning to all. Our college, Dadapatil Rajale Arts and Science and Commerce College, Adinathnagar, is established in 1991. As our college is located at low rainy season, most of the students belongs to sons or daughters of sugarcane cutters. At early stage, admissions were sought in rupees 5, and book bag facility was available at 25% of a set of books. At the start, college runs only arts and science faculties, and now college runs postgraduate programs, MA in English, Economics, and Marathi and Computer Science. College also runs BSc in Chemistry, Physics and Zoology, and MSc in Inorganic and Analytical Chemistry. Student strength is approximately 12,000. Now, Department of Computer Science is one of the leading department in the college. Department established in 2011. At beginning, student strength was 13, and now student strength is more than 100. All faculty members are hardworking, skillful, energetic, and helpful. Department organizes various programs and events and actively participates in every program and event of the college. All the staff members have noticeable academic growth. Department have sufficient number of computer, printers, projectors, internet facility, Wi-Fi facility. All staff members fill up all online admission forms at 50% off as compared to cyber cafe cost. Today, crime is crawling in every field. Internet is one of the important fields where cyber crimes are occurred. Cyber crimes are tremendously increasing. Events such as website hacking, laundering of money, withdrawals of money from accounts, unwanted advertisements, attracting youth power to wrong direction, introduction and propagation of viruses, worms, and Trojan horses, as well as bugs, installation of unwanted apps and softwares. Therefore, to avoid such artificial calamities, cyber security is important. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Yogita to introduce today's chief guest.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's session. Today is a national level webinar organized by Department of Computer Science in Dadapatil Rajale Arts, Science and Commerce College, Adinathnagar. And today's topic is cyber security. I would like to introduce the today's resource person, Dr. Dileep Baragade sir from Pune. He has completed higher education in computer science as well as MBA degree in computer management. Dr. Dileep sir is awarded PhD in Savitribai Phule Pune University. He is well-known person in the higher education. He is currently working as the head of computer science, BCA and BBA departments at Genba Sopanrao Moze Arts Commerce Science College at Yerawada, Pune. He is also working as college examination officer in examination department. He has deep passion for writing and researches. He has written 5 books and 10 research papers so far. These research papers are national and international levels, and all books are national level books. He has delivered various speeches at national and international level. He has participated in various seminars and conferences in India. Dr. Dileep sir has completed number of certificate courses. And all friends, today we have a very distinguished person. I once again welcome Dr. Dileep Baragade sir and all participants of this webinar. I am sure today's webinar will definitely gives you information for cyber security. I conclude my introduction and thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Yogita. I now request today's chief speaker, chief guest, Dr. Dileep Baragade sir, to address the participants.
Thank you, sir.
I request today's chief guest, Dr. Dileep Baragade sir, to address the participants.
Yes, sir. Sir, just I want to ask, can I share the PPT?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you for such a very good introduction of myself. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Professor Amol Agase, sir. Okay, we'll start with our session. Introduction to cyber security. So first of all, you should know the concept of cyber. What is meant by cyber? The cyber contains what? So we'll discuss this session by using different concepts. So first I will just talk about the points which we are going to cover in this, because as we knew that this is the large topic, the cyber security, and it will require more time, and it's the current cake of the various webinars also. So I'm just discussing the small part of the cyber security. So I'm in my lecture, I'm going to cover the brainstorming, then definition of security, what are the security features, concept of cyberspace, concept of cyber crime, then concept of the cyber security, and we'll discuss about some popular attacks which will happen in a history, then security goals, what kind of security goals will be used in this. Okay, so we'll start with our first point, that is brainstorming. So what is meant by security? The first concept comes in your mind, as we knew that the topic is what, cyber security. So we'll just divide this word in a two parts, that is cyber and security. So we'll understand what is meant by cyber and what is meant by security. So whenever if security, we in our mind, when what will come first, security means what, we are protecting something, that is called as a security. Means if our home is there, or our we are living in our building. Okay, then the building is secured by the security guard. So security guard is protecting us from the theft for our building. So then another example I will give you, that we are living in our home. Okay, so whenever we are moving outside, okay, so we use the lock system. Why we are using the lock? The security provided to our home. Another example, in a daily routine life example, we are using the mobile. Okay, now in a mobile we are giving the passcode or the thumb impression. For what purpose? The security purpose. So these are the different concept about the securities. These are the various concept about the securities. So different points come under the securities. Now we will talk about the cyber. Cyber means what? Cyber means what? Related to the computer. Whatever the things are related to the computer, that are nothing but what? The things which are related to the computer are nothing but what? The cyber. The network is also included in that. The web cameras are also included in that. The printers, the whatever the device interconnected to the computer are comes under the cyber concept. So the definition about the security, there is no exact such a definition about the security. Security doesn't have any clear cut definition. So what is meant by security? It's a process, never ends. The process which will never end is called as a security. So I just share one photo in front of you. Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
So look at this, the simple example
Yes.
which we have seen. The Tom and Jerry example was there. The Tom and Jerry, they are always fighting to each other. So the fight of the Tom and Jerry never ends. So I just want to say thing here. Whenever we are talk about the security is a process which never get ends. So means what? Today we have completely protect our home securely. What about tomorrow? We don't know. So it's a continuous process. Now, security is a process which process of maintaining an acceptable level of the perceived risk. Okay, whenever the security is there, the risk will be there. The risk factor comes under the security. Now, the security has some levels. Okay, we cannot say that we have just maintained one lock and we have secured. So we have the step by step the system. We have the outer locks are there for our home. Means we are, if I want to store my gold in my cupboard, then the cupboard is locked also. Then cupboard has a 2-3 locks. Then my home has a lock. Then the safety door is also there. So these are the different steps which will be provided for the security purpose. Now I have just used some definition which will be used, well-known definition of the security. No organization can be considered secure for any time beyond the last verification of the adhere to its security policy. No any organization is secure. If I will ask the question to my manager that are we secure, he should means he should have to reply that let me check whether today we are secure or not. If he or she reply that will be secure for, if I'm going to ask that will be secure for tomorrow. Okay, so he should answer I don't know, because what will happen in a future we don't know. Whenever the security breaks we don't know. So that's why the honesty will comes under whenever what about the complete task we have done today, that will be our secure task. Okay, we have secure our protected things. That is our task which will be done by today. What about tomorrow? We don't know. So such a honesty will be popular, but this mind sets will produce the greater success for the organization in the long run. Now, another definition, security is a state of being certain of remaining safe and unthreatened. Okay, so we are going to save something from the protected by using the protected devices or by using the protected materials, feeling free from the fear and anxiety. Okay, we are not aware or we are not fear. We should keep aware, happy that we have secured whatever things we have, then thus the protected against the danger or threat. We have to protect from the danger whatever we have. Okay, next thing is there, that is security has a three features. It's a triad, that is availability, integrity and confidentiality. These are the securities triad where, so we'll discuss the each point of this. So first point is there, that is confidentiality. What is meant by confidentiality? Confidentiality is roughly equivalent to privacy. So whenever we want to keep something private, okay, that will be confidential. Okay, that is called as a confidentiality. The first triad or first major policy of the data security. So in our confidentiality, measures undertaken to ensure confidentiality are designed to prevent sensitive information. Okay, so whatever the information we have or whatever the data we have, that is a sensitive, and we want to keep that from the wrong people, while making sure that the right people can face it or right people will get it. Okay, whatever the data here is we have to keep it from secured from the wrong people. That is nothing but what the confidentiality. Now here we are providing the assurance that the our whatever the information we have, that will be the safe or secure from the wrong people or from the unauthorized persons. So whatever the unauthorized person is there, whichever the unauthorized person is there, we have to keep it secure. So then our data is secure for us as well as our organizational. So whenever the confidentiality breaks, that we'll see by example. So loss of confidentiality. So a simple example, I am going to explain this by using the simple example. If I am going to send a mail, as we know that whenever the data is there, data transmission way is email. So confidential email sent from A to B. So A is nothing but what? Sender. B is nothing but what? The receiver. And I want to send the email from A to B. So here the my information is confidential and it will be the right person is whom, that is receiver is B, and it should reach to the B only. But whenever the confidentiality loss, the attacker will attacks, that is the C, the person C, who is going to read my information whenever I am sending this information from the A to B without my permission. So without my permission, he is going to access my information. That is nothing but what? Loss of confidentiality. So this is the simple example of the loss of confidentiality. Next topic is there, that is integrity. Integrity means what? We are securing something. We are providing the assurance that information is authenticate and complete. So whatever information we have, it should be complete and authenticate. The information security, data integrity means maintaining and assuring the accuracy and consistency of data over the entire its life cycle. Okay, so we are providing the accuracy that whatever the information or data we have, that will be secured within a whole life cycle. When the content of the message are changed after the sender send it before it reaches intended receptor, means what? I am sending some data and that data will get automatically changed, means what? There will be a loss of integrity. The modification leads to loss of integrity, means what? The changes occurs in a data, that is nothing but what? Modification, and then the loss of integrity occurs. So same example we are covering here, that is loss of integrity. That A sends a check of $100, $100 to B. Okay, so look at the diagram. However, before payment reaches to B, C tempers, means what? He's made a changes in our payment or in a check. So we have transferred a check of the $100 and C made a change with $1,000. So he or she has added one more zero in front of the check. So the information which we have transferred, which was the $100, and the receiver was the B, A was the sender, A sent $100 and B receives $1,000. Means what? The modification occurs. Whenever the modification or changes occur in your data, that is called as a loss of integrity. That is called as a loss of integrity. Means what? The idle route, look at here, the idle route was there, the communication between A and B was the idle route, but here the attacker, or we can say the C, who is role plays the role of attacker or hacker. He attacks, he made changes in our data, he made a modification in our data. So this is called as a loss of integrity. Our information is not secure, the security breaks. So this was the example about the loss of integrity. Next, availability. Availability, the assurance that the system responsible for delivering, storing, and processing information are accessible when needed by those who need them. So whoever the person who wants the information, the who is authenticate, then the information should be available for him when it needs. Availability of information refers to ensuring that the authorized parties are able to access the information whenever it is needed. So if I am the authenticate person and I want the information, it should be available 24 by 7 or 365 days, 100, because I am a 100% authenticate person. So that is called as a availability. So whenever the availability breaks, so look at here the way, different way used by the attacker or hacker to break the availability. So again, same example, attacker C is attacker, A is a sender, and B is a receiver. So here B will be like a server. So attacker C kept the server B busy because of international actions by making repeated requests to the server. As a result, which authorized user A unable to contact server. Means what they are going to do in this? They take one simple idea. They are sending requests, number of requests to the B or to the server, which is B, and B got the number of requests from the A. So the contact between, or we can say the communication between A and B will get breaks. So C is trying to what? He is not going to read the data whatever we are going to send. Means whatever the A want to send the data, he is not interested to read the data, but he is interested to aware or to keep away from B the A. He tried to break the communication between them. So how it will happen? Whenever he sends number of requests to the B, means C is sending simultaneous requests to B. So what will happen? The B will be busy to handling the request of A. So that's why the availability of B is lost for the A. So A is not able to try to communicate with B, is not able to try to communicate with A, vice versa. So this is another way to loss of the availability of the sender for the receiver. So this is the example of the loss of availability. So this was the tried or basic concept about the data security, that integrity, availability, and the confidentiality. So next we are moving on a next concept, cyberspace. So cyberspace is a new concept. It is an environment in which the communication over computer network occurs. So as we knew that we are all connected. We are all connected to each other by different ways or by different things. So and almost everybody is in a one way or other way is connected. So I will show you many examples that how we are interconnected to each other. If we talk about the technical language, then we can say that the computer are connected by using different network protocol like LAN, local area network, that is MAN, metropolitan area network, WAN, wide area network, or the simple example, internet. We are connected each one by internet. So that whole connected or whole area, whatever the communication occurs, is nothing but what the cyberspace. So I will show you some examples of the cyberspace in a daily routine. So look at here. The peoples are there in a picture, and that lady using the computer. So means what? The ladies in the market are connected to run their business. So if she want to do the business, as we need that the online businesses are there. We are purchasing the farmer product. Okay, so if he or she wants to send do the business, then he is connected to the other people. Shepherd are connected to locate their cattle. So as we knew that they are whenever the shepherds are there, they are with their cattle. They knew the where is their cattle, where their cattle goes, how they are connected. So they are connected to their cattle. And next slide, that is our friend, the farmer, is connected to it and Facebooking the coconut tree. So he's on a coconut tree and he's accessing the Facebook. So Facebook is another media where which we are connected to each other. So this is the social media which connect us, the business strategy which connect us. Our friend in the remote areas are also connected to it. So we knew that different areas there, metropolitan area, are connected to each other. We knew well known, we know very well. But there are some areas, remote areas, still they are trying to connect to each other. On one more serious note, are connected, that is our government, judiciary, lawmakers, they are interconnected to each other because government runs, okay, on the basis of judiciary, and the people who are in our parliament, they are the lawmakers, they make a law, okay, so they are interrelated or interconnected process. So this is also come under the cyber space. Next, the police station, our security guards, police station, military, then national security, they are also interconnected to each other. They are come under the cyber space. So whenever the communication is there, whenever the network is there, so in a one way or in another way or in on another node, we are interconnected to each other. So look at here, these are the different areas, transportation sectors, then the banks, health sector, all banks are interconnected to each other, all transportation sector are interconnected to each other, but the banks are also connected to transportation sector. Example I will give you, if I want to book the online tickets, so the money will be transferred from the bank. If I want to pay the hospital bills, the money will be transferred from the bank. If I want to um, recover myself, okay, I want to claim my insurance, it will be claimed from the hospital to the bank. If I want to withdraw my money, or if I want to cancel my tickets, I want to withdraw money, that will be withdrawn by the bank. So they are interconnected to each other, the communication will be occur with each other. So these are also connected, these are also comes under the cyber space. Last example, that is university and school. So as we knew that we started our career from the school, so students are in a school, then whenever they grow up, they are comes in a college, and the college is connected to the university. So this is also the connected areas, the communication area which comes under the cyber space. So that's all about the cyberspace. Means what it shows. The all slide shows us the whole area are connected. We all are connected or interconnected by one way or another way. By social media, by transportation sector, by health sector, by banking sector, or we can say any sector are interconnected to each other. So they all things are comes under the cyberspace. Now we are moving on to the next topic, that is cyber crime. So what is meant by cyber crime? When the cyber crime occurs, the computer crime or cyber crime is any crime that involves a computer and a network. Okay, whenever the network is there, the computer is there, the cyber crime will be occurs. The computer may have used in the commission of crime, or it may be the target. Why the cyber crime happen? So for the money, or we can say commission purpose, or it may be our target to hack or to access that data. Now we'll see some popular attacks. So cyber crimes happens from various years. So many companies are faced these cyber crimes. There are some popular attacks are there. So we'll go with first attack, that is ransomware attack. Okay. So what is mean by ransomware attacks? In May 2017, this ransomware attack will happen. What they have done? Okay, as we knew that these are the new way to do the crime. That's why this is means the people who are not aware about this, but it happens. So because the data, whatever in our computer, the information, whatever in our computer, now that information has the good value, or the value is day by day, the value of data in a computer is increased. That's why the cyber crime are also increased. Means what? Whatever the information in our computer we are storing, that information is now valuable. That information now it's valuable. In a previous years, that information was not grouped or not in a one area or not on a computer. It will be not stored in a bunch, but nowadays it will be stored in a bunch. So that's why it has a value. That's why we have some confidential data, so the value of data is higher. So what they are going to do, they are going to access that value or access that data, and we are going to pay for it, for that data, because the value of that data is very high. So in a ransomware attack, what they are going to try, they are going to try to block your computer or to lock our computer. Okay, that will happen. Okay, they are trying. Basically, in this attack, the system was based on the Linux system, and they are demanding for the money. They are demanding for what? The money. They don't want your data. They want the money. They sent a message like in a ransomware attack. What they have done? They lock your computer and they say that I want the money. Okay, if you are going to pay me your money, then I will unlock your computer. So this kind of attack is called as a ransomware attack. Then second attack, another popular attack, WannaCry attack. WannaCry attack means what? So whatever the data stored in your computer, okay, that will be in a file format, and that file will get encrypted. So you should know. I will just explain the what is the concept of encryption and decryption. The encryption means what? Whatever data we have stored. If I have stored my information, personal information, my secret login ID, password in an English language, so they are going to convert that data in a other format. That is nothing but what the encryption. And if I want to receive that data again in an English language, that process is called the decryption. So in a WannaCry attack, what they are going to try, they are encrypted, means whatever the information you have stored in your file, that file will get encrypted, and they are demanding for the money. In a WannaCry attack, as we knew that if they are demanding for money, we are going to whenever we want to send the money, that time we cash them. But here in this attack, they think about all these things. So we knew the concept of Bitcoin. Okay, the Bitcoin is a new concept, or the new way of a money which has the bitcoins. Nowadays the value of bitcoin is very high, and they demanded all these things in a bitcoin format. And as we knew that the transaction of the bitcoin will never maintain in a whole world. So in this attack, they have used the bitcoin, they have demanded the bitcoin for the attacker. The attacker demanded for the bitcoin, so the victim don't have any chance to pay the bitcoins for their files. So that was the popular attack, WannaCry attack. Next attack is there, that is botnet attack. Botnet attack. So as we knew the concept of robot, like that. So here attacker is not going to attack directly. He is going to use the control server. What he is going to use? The control server. He is going to attack directly. He is not going to directly attack by using his computer, by using the different the communication media. In this attack, he is going to attach all the nodes like the web camera, printer, scanner. So whatever the communication will be used or accessed by the victim, all that by using that way, the botnet attack will be done. So look at this diagram. The attacker initiate attacks from the server. Okay, so that server controls all his botnet attached nodes like web camera, scanner, printer, his computer, his laptop, whatever the devices are connected to victim. He is going to use that in this attack. So these are the some popular attack, that is WannaCry attack, botnet attack, then the ransomware attack. Then another simple way to do the attack, that is phishing attack. So it happens in a daily routine life also. We have seen many times this kind of attack. So this is very simple attack. They are going to fish you. Means what? They are sending some messages, the attractive message to you, like that the money will be disbursed from the bank and it will be credited in your account. Just click on the following link. Okay, so this is the way to attack the people. So this kind of attack is called as a phishing attack, by sending some links in your email, in your mobile, or in your laptop. To if you click on that link will access your whole data of your communication media or your laptop or your mobile. It will access the information. In this, they are using the also in a previous before some 2 years, the one our nationalized bank have the account. We nowadays we are using the internet banking facilities, and the attacker create the same kind of page for the bank, that nationalized bank, and he is trying to cover or trying to access the private information of internet id, the password of the people to get the money. So this is nothing but what the types of phishing attack. So we have seen the cyber space, cyber crime. Now we have to secure from it. So that is nothing but what the cyber security. So cyber security also referred to as a information technology security, which focus on the protecting computer. So first focus is what? Protect the computer, then the network programs, and the data from unintended or unauthorized access. So whatever the information we are not allowing the changes or modification or destruction of our data. So that is nothing but what the cyber security, protecting our information or protecting our computer, our network programs is the concept of the cyber security. Cyber security is a collection of tools. It's a collection of tools, policies, security concepts, security safeguards, guidelines, risk management approaches, actions, training, best practices, assurance, and technologies that can be used to protect the cyber environment and organization and the user assets. Means what? It has the number of tools to secure our data. It will provide the risk management approaches. It provide the guidelines, the safeguards. Okay, the simple example I will tell you. If I want to secure my computer, okay, so I'm going to use, if I'm going to use the internet, then I'm going to use the antivirus. Why I'm going to use antivirus? To protect my computer from the viruses. Whenever I'm going to use my computer connected to the network, so there will be a firewalls. Why the firewalls are there? Whenever we are sending the data over the network, okay, that time that firewalls check whether your computer, your laptop, or your device are connected to secure network, connected to the other secure connector network media or not. So for that purpose, the firewall will be used. Next, the organization and the user access include the connected computing devices, personal, then infrastructure, applications, services, telecommunication systems, and the totality of transmitted and or stored information in a cyber environment. So here the computing devices or connected devices, personal infrastructure is there, that is the intranet. Many organizations have their intranet. So that will be also in that data will be transmitted from one source to the other source. So that environment also we have to keep secure. Cybersecurity strives to ensure the attainment and the maintenance of the security properties of the organization and the user assets against the relevant security risk in the cyber environment. Okay, so that's all about the cyber security. So we'll see the different security goals of the cyber security. First, availability, that is it should be available for 24 by 7 or 365 days. Integrity, it means what, which may include the authenticity and non-repudiation. Confidentiality, our data should be confidential. Accountability, we can access that data whenever if we are the authenticate person. So these are the goals of the cyber security, goals of the cyber security. So we'll see some tips. Security tips means what? That will be used the change in a privacy settings to the most restrictive. As meaning that whenever we are installing any app in our mobile, okay, that time he wants the accessibility. Allow, he said that allow me to access your camera, allow me to access your gallery, allow me to access your data, or allow me to access your contacts. Means what? He's going to make a modification in your computer settings. So we are going to check whether it is valid or not. Verify friends and friend requests. Okay, as we know that nowadays we have seen on a Facebook, in a daily routine we are using the social media Facebook, which is well known. Okay, and nowadays we have seen that our friends are posting some post like that. This is not my account. This account is my account is hacked. Somebody uses my photos to create new account and he is demanding for money. So these kind of attacks nowadays happens. Okay, so that's why whenever you are accepting your friend request, so verify that whether it is confirmed he is that concern that person is there or not. Then don't blindly trust on a message origin. Okay, about this also we have nowadays we are using the WhatsApp. In a WhatsApp also, the changes occurs whenever we are forwarding the message. It never shows the forwarded message, but nowadays it shows that it's a forwarded message. By using arrow, it replies that it is forwarded message. If it is forwarded most of times, then it shows the double arrow. Okay, so this is nothing but for the security tips. The WhatsApp also made a changes in their security. Do not allow the social networking sites to scan your email contact book. Okay, so as we know that WhatsApp is connected to the Facebook, but Facebook is not connected to Gmail. So then this is why, because the data in a email, whatever we have, so that is secure data. So don't try to allow the setting to access your contact books. Be aware whenever clicking links. So there are many links. Okay, so check whether that is verified link or not. Be aware about that. Do not check in every time you are away from the home or office. If you are not using the computer or any your network social media, so try to log out from that. Some data privacy tips. Data, so the information which is valuable things. Do not save your passwords. Okay, nowadays we have seen we have the number of accounts, so that's why number of passwords are there, number of login IDs are there. So what we are generally do, we are saving our passwords. The Chrome, the Mozilla Firefox, means our web browser, also providing the facility to save our password. Okay, if it is not that much valuable, you can save it. But if your transaction passwords are there, if your bank ID user ID, bank user ID passwords are there, don't save your password on a browser. Be conscious about your privacy settings. Okay, so settings are different settings are there. So keep your privacy secure. Get reliable security for your phones. Okay, many the young generation are using the many securities. They are providing the different locks for different apps. if you are using your means if you are doing your uh, work on using the mobile or your transaction using the mobile, please keep secure that app with the lock system. Backup your data, okay, on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. Always try to backup your data. Sometimes what will happen, data crash will due to the virus or due to attack, the data will crash. So for that valuable data, take a backup of it. Anti-theft your device. Then be wary for free applications. Okay, whenever we got the free applications, we are downloading that, but sometimes it creates threat for our other apps. Be careful what you do with your phone. Be careful what you share on a social media. Watch out for the Bluetooth vulnerabilities. Okay, I will give one example about the share on a social media. Many times people are sharing their locations. We are moving somewhere, we are outing somewhere, so they are sharing their photo with location. So theft it got that where he is there. So if they are calling you, they are phishing you in their trap. Watch out for the Bluetooth vulnerabilities. Be suspicious of a link or attachment. The phishing attack will be done by using the link or attachment. So never download the attachment which is not authenticated. Keep your operating system up to date. Be aware about the public Wi-Fi. That public Wi-Fi also, because many times what will happen, we are moving in a mall or any other areas which will provide the Wi-Fi facility, free Wi-Fi facility, but that also create a theft trap to communicate or contact your phone. Close down any online service that you no longer use. Now here I will show you some examples of the authenticate in a daily routine life. We are using the Gmail. So if we are using it, but the Gmail has a login ID and password, but it has some settings in which we can use the two-factor authentication. Means what? Gmail has also the two-factor authentication setting. So try to access that also, because what will happen? It will provide the verification by using two ways. If I'm going to use my Gmail on a mobile, and I'm going to try to access due to some problem, somebody access my password and he tried to access my mobile, my Gmail ID from other network. Okay, that time that the Gmail will ask me or he will intimate me that somebody, the system is accessing your Gmail, whether you are there or confirm it. So that is nothing but what? Security using two-factor authentication. Another example for the Facebook, same thing, two-factor authentication. In a setting, this will be there. So it's a small tips to all of you. Whenever you are using this, so please allow two-factor authentication to make more secure your social media and your Gmail. Then some tips are there to stay safe online. Use the strong password, because we knew that the 50% passwords are like that: your name and 123456, or your name at the rate 123. This is the national password, okay, and well-known password. Or another example I will give you. Many times what will happen, we are giving the passcodes and it will always 4 digit, and many people uses the vehicle number, their birth date, their anniversary date, and whenever we are moving in anywhere, okay, we are providing this information. Or it's very simple. If I go to your Facebook, definitely I will get your birth date, definitely I will get your vehicle number whenever you are posting your photo with your vehicle. So these are the simple things. So I will suggest you, never put the password as or passcode as your vehicle number, your birth date, or anything else. Try to make it innovative, or it should be different other than your daily routine life. Then never provide work email while signing up. Okay, so whenever you are forwarding anywhere, so you want to sign up with unauthorized area, or which is not your communication media, then use your personal email. Use a strong antivirus on your computer. Antivirus is the important thing, otherwise your computer will get crash. Be careful when the clicking on a shortened links. So these are the bit.ly link. We found on a mobile also, on an email also, this kind of link, or many applications we are websites we are accessing, on that also this link will be available. So be aware about that. Log off from the social networking when not using. Reject unknown request. So don't keep it as it is, reject it. Do not communication with stranger or give personal informations. Okay, never share your personal information with anyone, because always many times what will happen, we use our personal information as our passcodes or passwords. Don't trust, someone might be lying to you. Meeting someone you know only online can be dangerous for you. So we have seen many examples, many crimes happens whenever there will be online friends or social media friends, and he started to communicate with each other, and we got some messages like that. I want to chat. If you are free, you want to chat with me, you can chat. Okay. So these are nothing but what traps in our network security or in national security also. There will be honey trap. We have seen many cases. We read in our newspaper that honey trap will be happen with our military or with our forces. So these are dangerous. So whenever you are meeting only online, so please verify it. So that's all about the means introductory part of the cyber security, cyberspace, cyber crime. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights on cybersecurity. You touched all the elements which are related to cybersecurity, and you guided in a nice manner to all the participants and including all students. Your guidance will definitely be fruitful for all the participants and our students. Thank you once again. Now I call upon Professor Chandrakant Pansare for the vote of thanks.
At the start, I would like to express my gratitude to the resource person of the webinar, Dr. Dileep Baragade sir, for giving this valuable time. He spoke always with the cup of his speaker. Sir, I thank you for your lecture, also giving excellent tips on cybersecurity. I take this opportunity to sincerely thank the chairman of the CDC, Honorable Shivajirao Rajale. I also thank Principal of our college, Dr. R.J. sir, for his valuable support. I extend my dearest thanks to the President of our Sanstha, Honorable Pansare Raju, MA Honorable Yogita R.Ingale, Honorable Raju, for their support and guidance. My words may not be enough for communicating my sense of gratitude to all the participants for their very good response and value discussion on the topic of the webinar. Last but not the least, let me express my gratitude to the praise of our college, Mr. Sopanrao Raju, Arts Faculty in Charge, Dr. Kimesh sir, Science Faculty in Charge, Dr. J. sir, Commerce Faculty in Charge, Dr. H.J. sir, IPC Coordinator, Professor R.P. Gholap sir, Dr. B.M. Kandekar sir, Dr. Kishore Kumar Gaikwad, Dr. Atul Pagar, Professor Raju sir, Professor Desai, Professor Sanjay Nasse, Professor Anil Agasi, Professor Jayashree P.Darandale, Professor Yogita R.Ingale, Mr. Ravindra Kanti, Satya Maha, and all my colleagues for their effort to make this webinar a great success. I once again thank you for all and declare that the webinar is over. Thank you.
I just want